There could be two ways of finding this part. Find the speed when t is 8. The diagram is speed time graph and this is a sketch, so we cannot find the value directly locating. We don't know where 8 is, we can just estimate. So for example, if this is 8, actually we need to find the value, corresponding value of this 8 on the x-axis here, correctly t axis, to the speed axis. So we have to find the corresponding value here. What is the value here? Say if I assume this y, so this point will become 8y, whereas other point, starting point of this line is 0, 4, ending point is 10, 12. In case of speed time graph, acceleration is the gradient. The acceleration is constant because this is a straight line. So if I find this acceleration by using the starting point and the end point, gradient is, or acceleration is, y2 minus y1. So 12 minus 4 over 10 minus 0. So that will be 8 over 10, which is 0.8. So if I use any other 2 points on this line, say if I use 0, 4 and 8y, since the acceleration is constant, this is a straight line, the gradient should be 0.8. Same gradient should be there, because whenever we have to find the gradient of a straight line, we can take any 2 points from the line, the gradient should be same. So in this case, the gradient will be y minus 4 over 8 minus 0. So that is y minus 4 over 8. Y minus 4 over 8, that is equal to 0.8. So y minus 4 is equal to 0.8 times 8, which will be y is equal to 4 plus 0.8 times 8 is 6.4. So the answer would be 10.4. So 10.4 meter per second will be the speed. This is one way of doing this question. The other way of doing this question is, so if I draw a line here, so straight line, horizontal line here, and then assume there is 8, and in this case I am taking this y, only this part. I am talking about only this part. Now we have got two right angle triangles because the lower line is horizontal and these two lines are vertical. This smaller triangle will be similar to the larger one. These two triangles will be similar, and the same will be the case all the times because we will be having these two vertical lines, and in this case, since this is a sketched diagram, we cannot take the direct value. If I consider these similar triangles, we know the ratio of corresponding side is equal. Other thing I want to mention here is for the larger triangle, this side is from 4 to 12, it is 8. So y over 8 will be equal to the ratio of corresponding side. Corresponding side, in the numerator we are taking the smaller triangle, shaded yellow one here. So this length, the base length, I mean horizontal side of this shaded triangle, that is 8. This is from 0 till 8. So that will be 8 over, now the larger triangle, the bigger triangle. In case of this larger triangle, this one, the horizontal side is 10. So 8 over 10. That will give us y is equal to 8 over 10 multiplied by 8, which is 64 over 10, so that will be 6.4. Now you can see y part is this side of triangle, but we have to find this total length. This part is 6.4 and this is 4. So 4 plus 6.4, the total will become 10.4 value of speed when t is 8. Since this is a sketched diagram, we cannot take values directly from the graph. So we will do some appropriate calculations. Okay, the B part is find the distance traveled by the car from t0 to t10. In speed time graph, distance traveled means area under the graph. We need to find this area. So this is a trapezium. Area of trapezium is half, and sum of parallel lines. So sum of parallel lines means these two lines are the parallel lines, which are 4 plus 12. And then the perpendicular distance between these two parallel lines, which will be 10. This one, multiply by 10. 4 plus 12 is 16 over 2 times 10 is 80 meters. 80 meters is the distance covered from t0 to t10. This whole diagram can be divided into two parts. So draw a horizontal line parallel to the t-axis. The lower part, this part will be a rectangle, and the area of this rectangle will be length into width. Length is 10, whereas width is 4. So that will be 40. In case of triangle, half times base is the same 10. Height is from 4 till 12. So the height of the triangle, because this is the right angle, so that is 8, because from 4 till 12 this is 8. Half times 10 times 8, that is 40. So total area is 40 plus 40, 80 meters. So distance covered from t0 to t10 is 80 meters. C part is on the diagram below. Sketch the distance time graph for t0 t15. Here you can see in the first part, car is accelerating from 4 till 12, and then it moves with a constant speed of 12 meters per second. Distance covered in the first part was 80 meters. This is the distance covered from t0 to t10. And in last 5 minutes, the distance covered would be the area of second part, area of this rectangle. And this area will be 5 and 12, 60 meters. So in first segment, the distance covered is 80, and in the second, it is 60 with constant speed, no acceleration. So the first part of the graph is when the speed is increasing, there is acceleration, speed is increasing. In first 10 seconds, the distance covered is 80. So there will be a curve with increasing speed. So this part will be a curve from 0 to 10 because there is a constant acceleration. So a smooth curve will be there, and in case of acceleration, when converted into distance time graph, the curve for acceleration is this type, and for deceleration it is with the decreasing speed like this. This is for deceleration or negative acceleration or retardation, and for positive acceleration where speed is increasing, the curve is of this shape. And in the last part, you will use ruler. 60 meters were covered, so total 140. 120 to 160, 40. So means midway here, midway. And there will be a straight line. Second part, you will use ruler to draw this line, because whenever you have to draw a straight line, use ruler in the exam. For the curve, never ever use ruler. It should be freehand, but in case of straight lines you have to use the ruler. So this is the graph which contains two parts. In the first part there is acceleration, so it would be a smooth curve. Why? Because the acceleration is constant. Whereas in the second part there is no acceleration because the car is moving with a constant speed. So in that part we will draw a straight line. So from 0 to 10 the car covered 80 meters, whereas further 60 meters were covered. Means from 10 to 15 the distance covered will be starting from 80 till 140.